welcome back. And you might know me, you might not. And if you don't know me, you might want to subscribe. And today I'm going to be showing you how to get all the illegal blocks and how to use them. So let's get into it. So for this first one, you guys might know this, you might not. It is the command block, which is a very useful block thing if you're planning to make a skygen. And I will make a series on how to make a skygen and a command block series on how to use one. And but this first legal item is block is the command block. So we want to do /give as, which means self, and then we want to do command _ block. Or you could do these, but I just recommend the command block, honestly. So once we do that, it'll give us a command block, which I'll just show you some little tricks, which allows you to do anything. Which basically this is if you wanted to type, like, let's say you were wanting to make an enchantment in your world. But if you were wanting to make like a enchant thing, you would probably call it, let's do this one, Unbreaking 3. So, and then when we get out of this, it hovers above the command block. Now, this block type impulse means it's only like a one-time use, which I'd recommend needs redstone and is always active. A chain is it connects command blocks, and a repeat stuff like set block or making infinite generators. I mostly use this one, but in this case we are probably going to use a impulse. So we do need resources, and when we do conditional, that means which way it's pointing. Like, it's very conditional is used for chain command blocks to make it point away. And so let's say we got that, needs redstone, which means if we got a button, like let's just do a polished blackstone button, and we hit it, it'll do something. But first we need to type that in. This is only to delay like how long it's gonna take. But I'm not gonna make that because I want it to go super fast. So how to do this part of this command block is first we need to do /enchant AP, which means the nearest player, which you can also see this stuff right here, AP, and then we want to type our enchantment. For this example, is going to be Unbreaking 3, which now when we click on it, but you have to click on it with the item. Like, let's say we have an iron pick and we click on it, it will give us Unbreaking 3, which is pretty amazing. So it's an auto enchantment thing, and this is for previous output. If you want to expand it and you don't have enough room to type it, just do that. But now I'm going to make a different type. That is the first type example. Not the next type. We are probably going to do chain, which we want to put in conditional, probably always active, and doesn't matter about the ticks. And so now it'll point this way, and if we get another one, we make it chain and conditional and always active, it will point that same. Oh, it points out. Well, then we need to change that. That's better. So we make it conditional. Now it's like that, and then we do this. No, not repeat, chain. This. And basically what you can type the commands and it'll do, you could do 2 times of that. Which, well, like if I typed Unbreaking, or like Unbreaking 1 and Unbreaking 1, it would combine it and make Unbreaking 2, which is pretty useless. Or it's very used commonly to make money simulators, which I will also do a money simulator thing tutorial later on. But yeah, and then we're also going to do this other type called repeat, which can be unconditional but should be always active. And the ticks matter on this. If you're making a generator, you want to set it to make it, like, once you mine it, if it's like a diamond, like let's say you have different levels, like, okay, this one is stone, this one, the ticks get faster, so it's better of a level. So like I could do 50 ticks for this and it would delay it, from spawning, and that will delay it from this command. So this allows you to make an infinite generator. Set block, and then if you want to make it above it, or you could just type in the coordinates of where you want it, but I would just make it above it. And that right here is the height of it that you want it to be above it, which I will do too, because if you set it to adventure mode, they can't break anything, right? Well, I'm going to introduce you to another type of illegal block, and I'm going to show you how that works. Set block 2, and then all you got to do is type in the block. Like, I'll do this one, coal, and then we got to put an underscore, or, which is like for like types and stuff. So now we have a core ore, and when we break it, it regenerates, but 50 seconds delayed of a tick. So those are probably all the things, and I'm just going to finish up with one final command. If you want to give yourself something, you just have to do /give AP, and then you just say, like, I could do bow. And this is very useful for like giving golden apples and food. You don't have to put it in a chest, and it's infinite. See, so now when I click on this, I get a bow. And this is the command, and of course the expansion. And yeah, so we are done with command blocks. It's time to move on to a new illegal block. Let's just store extra items. Our next illegal block is called the allow block. So you want to do /give at P, and then we can do allow. That's all we really need to do. And over here you can see, if you play on Bedrock Edition, which is just for Bedrock, it gives us an allow block. And now we have an allow block, which basically, if I put myself in adventure mode and I place this down and I put like stone over it, I can break it. Even though adventure mode doesn't let you, this allow block lets you. So it's really useful for adventure mode. If you don't want your players breaking certain stuff, you can just put them in adventure mode. But if you do want them breaking some stuff, well, not be able to break others, you can just put this allow block here and hide your command block. And then you can just mine the block over the allow block, and it'll allow you to mine it. So I will show you a test version. And also, let me get the other one called deny /give AP deny. Well, no, okay, I didn't spell that right. Deny, which basically denies it if you're on survival. Like if I was in survival and I was to like do something on top of this, try to break, it would deny it. So let me give 2 examples. Well, first let me get some stone, and I'll show you guys the difference. So we'll do, I guess, well, we won't really be able to break it, it doesn't matter. So this is a test, okay? So if I went into, we'll start with the first one, adventure, and now, if I tried to mine, I can actually mine this, but I can't mine anything else, including the allow block. But now it allows me to mine it. When I click on this, oh, well, we're getting tapped by slimes. Oh gosh, okay, chill. So now it will not allow me to break, but now if I change my game mode to survival, and I can still break this block, but I just can't break that block because of the deny. So that is your example right there. And now we have the allow and not allow. So those are our first illegal items. Our next are going to be void structure. So all we gotta do is /give as void. Wait, no, did I spell void left? Right? Void. That is. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Structure. Now there's 2 choices: the structure block and the structure void. I will introduce the structure void first. Then I'm going to do the underscore and then void. Oh wait, I spelled that wrong. Why do I keep spelling things wrong? And now, when we click on this, it'll give us a structure void. Let me set the time to day. Anyways, so now what this allows you to do is you can't place a block in that exact spot. It'll count as a block, but you can still walk through it. So, but you can't break it, and you can mine under it, but it's just you can't mine it. And you can go through it though, but it allows you to not build in a certain place. So let's say you didn't want them to build somewhere, you just you fill it up with structure wood, and they can't see it. It's like an invisible block. So, like if I took it out of my hand, it's like barriers. I literally cannot build in it. It's an invisible block. I just can't build them, but I can walk through. So that is our next legal block, which now we gotta hold it to find it. So our next ones are next legal block is /give AP a barrier, which means this block is way different. So if I try to, it's invisible as well, but you can have it. It's a hitbox, but that one's just not. So it's like the opposite of the void structure. If you try it, you can't break it. You can't place anything in it, and you can't pass through it either. Like let's say you didn't want somebody to escape a prison, just build it out of barriers. Easy. It's like bedrock. Okay? It's basically bedrock, but invisible. So yeah, there's barriers, and I'll just set them right here for an example, even though you can't see them. What? Okay. So our next legal block is the /give AS, and then you want to type border. That's all you gotta type. Oh, well then block. Oh wait, block. And I'll show you what this does. So this is like a red thing that you can like connect, you know, how regular stuff. The thing is you can't jump over it. And when you're in survival, you literally cannot, like if I tried to jump or mine under it, you can't go through it. And you can't break it. But it's like it goes up, like you can't fly over it. It just goes up as like the farthest possible. It's like an infinite wall that all you have to do is place it down, and they cannot go through this path right here. It's impossible. And yes, that is the border block. We'll just set it out as an example. Straight by our barriers. Yep. Okay. Now our next one is called the structure block. You guys might have guessed. So we might want to do /give AS structure block, which I'm going to show you. So let's say, let me grab just like a random brick. Let's say I built like a structure, like a well, and you have this structure block. Well, no, I don't want to place it right there. I want to place it like right here. See, and now that has the loaded, you can expand it. But this basically does, you can name it, and if you name it, it'll help you. You have to name it technically. But what this is you can change the size. Like I could change this to 40. Boom, it stretches it. So in coordinates, and then offset is like its other side and corners. But so after that, well, I changed it, didn't I? Not 1, 0. Okay, so we have, well, this basically just made it thin. Okay, give me a sec. I'm working this out. So yeah, we know what that is. Now you can save it. I don't really know much about it, but you can. This is what most people use. I can load it. So what I can do, that's when I just do FF. Oh, well, you can't. It doesn't really matter. But the offset is where I can load it. Like I could make it go 30 coordinates, -11. Actually, wait. That's why. No. -1. It's way better, although it doesn't have the structure. And I can make it go, yeah. And then when I click import, it can also import it to there. And I think it does teleport it. Does it? So Now I have this, but it's repeated somewhere else. Well, I repeated. Wait, did I just move? Alright, but whatever. Basically, it allows you to teleport structures, and once you know how to use it, it's pretty good. So, yeah. And basically, that is all of the illegal blocks. You know, I think there's nothing else I need to add. I mean, oh, this final one is called the NPC. And, yeah, that's all for the tutorial. And bye.